bai ule hei tunlai chu Air India thlawhna che sual le a chhevel chungchang thu beng war thlak tak tak te le ngai nom tak tak te kan ngai ventlanga en tu te po kan thanem thina chuwangin tuntuma po hian khatiang lam bok kha karon tilang do na tuntuma chon Air India mai ni lo Boeing company te chungchang thlengin karon soi do na ni ama sa in hei India rama thlawhna atluang lo hleya mani loka Air India thlawhna Ahmedabad atla tichuan atuka bomo omti in Thailand emergency landing nei ania check ania amara chu bom mu ani lem lawa tichuan a hnu leya Hong Kong thlawhna emergency landing nei lenia Air India Dreamliner tho emergency landing nei lenia heta po hian engma har sanna a om lo thu hriat ani le Air India thlawhna te hi he Ahmedabad thlawhna che sualna hian an rilru thlengin le mi puite rilru thlengin ngong anei lian hle ti a hriat the ni tichuanin Air India thlawhna mai ani lawa Indian Air Force te po an che fu lem lawani India attack helicopter Apache M17 Boeing company siam chu manilok jun ni ruk khan a chian kon lo wangin emergency landing Uttar Pradesh Saharanpura alo tum to tichuan tunzir top kalta ni som pathum jun thla ni som pathum sundar som pakhat vel khan a khol lam fello a om le peka wangin Punjab state a Pathankot emergency landing nei le ni amara chu he thila hian engma thile hliam anom lem lawa entina anom lem lo boka endikna nei zo ani hnuwa thata ka thlot chhuat tir le thei ani indo tak tak khuna boi thak don hle mai hei kan attack helicopter kan helicopter thap chi po etiang hi ni chuan kan Air Force te thlawna po a boi thak khop mai ti chuan tun in rin ni khan American Airline AAL 278 Philadelphia International Airport atanga zan dar seri eminit somli panga tun in rin ni sompalia thlok chuak kha emergency landing nei ania haipoi Boeing thonia amaro chu he thlawna tum le chan ero hi chu medical emergency wang ani ti pilot ten an puang thungani engthil chi nge thleng chu an puang lawa amaro chu emergency landing ti hnu hian paramedics ten rang takin he thlawna boipui ngai hi an ron boipui chhunjom ngal ti an puang ani tichuan tunchol ni vek khan Boeing 787 Dreamliner tho EasyJet thlawhna Edinburgh pantur chu mid air emergency nei ania emergency a tum tir ani le he an thlawhna tum chan hi thil dang wang ni lawin bird strike wang ani thlawhna ne na insut pal wanga emergency landing nei le ani he thlawhna hi Geneva atanga Edinburgh pantur ania zandaruk thlok chuakin an thlo chuatanga minute somli hnu leka emergency landing nei le in an tum le nga lani eponi se hei tunla hian Boeing company te laka mipui terin na atla hniam maya soisel na po an tok na sa maya thlona siam tu company Boeing company CEO Kelly Ortberg chuan mipui te an rin le theinan thei topin Boeing chuan tran an lak tur thu le himna konga tran an lak thar tur thu asoya tin an industry even lian ber mai pakhat jun ni som paruka tanga ni som pakwa chunga anei tura po atel lo tur thu alo soi to ni tuna Boeing company CEO nilai Kelly Ortberg hi August ni riat sang ni som ni pali atanga he company CEO ni na chel hiania Ortberg hian he kan company thlawhna Boeing 787 model advanced takmaya kan siam atlak masak ber na hi uluk takin investigation kan ti don ani tin asoini kan hriat turata na poimo deuh chu Boeing 787 Dreamliner hi tun Ahmedabad che sual hi he thlawhna bik 787 Dreamliner anti model chet sual voi khatna ani ti kha hetelila atrome he company air safety expert chuan tunari chuan he thila hian kan design fel lo wange mo kan siam chu dan fel lo wange mo tla kan ngai theilowa amaro chu he chiat na thlen dan chinchang kimchang take ro hi chu kan la soi thei bik lo tin asoya tin safety hi kan industry in nga na bulpui ber ania kan ngai pui mo ber ani bok tin soini ti chon heng thil thleng ve lawang hian video pakhataron viral le a chu video chu tuna Boeing CEO ni ma chi a an CEO David Calhoun Senator Josh Hawley a zilnek maya a haw shap maya he azil na chan hi kumsang hi som pariata Lion Air che sual na le Ethiopian Airline te che sual na wanga mi tam takin nun na an chan chung chang awanga he inzil na hiron chuakani a video lo enteng.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Calhoun, what is it that you get paid currently?
Senator, that's well disclosed in our proxy documents in each of the years that I've been employed.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a big number, sir.
Well, let me help you out. It's 32.8 million this year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
Senator hian he Boeing CEO heti hun Lion CEO hi zona zota engzat nge I hlo tina zota ri tin ani hian kha engkim kha kan le kha kha om kim veka tun thlenga ka hlo chu ka tho tira tangin tin achanga te zona hlo za chu asoi saka 32.8 million tun kumatan tiro tin adikem tina zota adik thuina changani hlo nem vet khop mai.
That's a 45% increase over last year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
What is it you get paid to do exactly?
I get paid to run the Boeing company.
Yeah. So just help me understand that. I mean, do you get paid for transparency? Is that one of the metrics for your income?
I think the board counts on me for transparency.
Really? Because you're under investigation for falsifying 787 inspection records. The Boeing's under criminal investigation for the Alaska Airlines flight. You were investigated by DOJ for criminal conspiracy to defraud the FAA. This is all in your tenure. This doesn't sound like a lot of transparency to me. What about safety? Is that a component of your salary?
It sure is, Senator.
You know, have you seen the reports that the subcontractor that you used to make that door piece that fell out of the sky, that when the FAA went and toured the facility, they found one door seal being lubricated with Dawn liquid dish soap and cleaned with a wet cheesecloth, and another was being checked with a hotel room key card. Does that sound like safety to you?
Senator, I think our relationship with that particular supplier has been well documented, reviewed by the FAA and most certainly us. And I'm very intent on acquiring that company so that none of that ever happens.
You know, the FAA also says that Boeing still has not implemented the recommended steps back from 2019 and 2020 after the MAX crashes. You still have not taken the appropriate safety procedures or implemented what they recommended. I mean, how, if safety is a component of your $33 million compensation package, I mean, how can you possibly qualify for any of this? What about quality? Is quality...
Trong kam aniu neu te tama wangin kan let dip lo nga ti khan a hlo za te zo ta de chuan a hlo pun dan te 45% a pun dan te an thre chianga ti chuan he thila hian eng wanga he tianga hlo la hi ngei ni ti te na zo ta ti chuan he company a safety an ngai poi mo lo zia le an da poi mo lo zia chung chang te so ya he ti zat poisa da chung sia an supplier te na an Thlawhna kawngkhar an siam chiat zia te a ho zia te enge mo kha aron soi ta cheu mai ni eng pawni se safety chung changa an zir chian na le an chui chian na tangin uluk taka mi thiam den an chui chian na tangin he Boeing hian he Thlawhna tla pahnih chung changa hian an ti dik lowa safety chung changa an ti chle maya kawngkhar siam dan chung changa te an ti tha lo hle ani.
Quality part of your compensation package?
Senator, I meet with the FAA pretty regularly. They don't hold anything back, and I'm not aware of anything that has been cited with respect to those accidents that we haven't taken action on.
Really? Because we've had whistleblowers. You said you'd listen to whistleblower testimony. We've had multiple whistleblowers come before this committee and allege that Boeing is cutting every possible corner on quality and safety, not just in the past, but now. They've alleged that you've eliminated safety inspections, that there are fewer in quality and there are fewer inspectors doing quality inspections out there. They've alleged that when they raised quality issues and concerns, they were reassigned, they were retaliated against, they were physically threatened. That doesn't sound like attention to quality to me. And yet you're getting paid $33 million a year. It's extraordinary.
Senator, we have increased our quality inspectors significantly.
How much has your stock price increased while you've been at Boeing?
It hasn't, and I don't watch it much.
Have you done any stock buybacks while you've been at Boeing?
Not in my job, no.
How about your profits? Have your profits increased at all while
I
you've
haven't had any profits, sir.
I'm sorry?
I have not had any profits.
Yeah. You know, I think the truth is, Mr. Calhoun, you're not focused on safety, you're not focused on quality, you're not focused on transparency. All of this is in the record, but I think actually you're focused on exactly what you were hired to do, which is that you're cutting corners, you are eliminating safety procedures, you are sticking it to your employees, you are cutting back jobs because you're trying to squeeze every piece of profit you can out of this country, this company. You're strip mining it. You're strip mining Boeing. It was one of the greatest American companies ever. It has employed thousands of people in my state, and you are strip mining it for profit, shareholder value, and you're being rewarded for it. You got a huge raise, a huge increase. So it's working out great for you. For the American people, they're in danger.
Senator hian himna safety te transparency thilang tlang le thataka khatianga ti ai chuan chori ni na anga I hlok theina tur zong zong isor fuwa a hlok thei dan tur berin thili tia share tam takinei thei dan tur ingai tua a hlok thei ang bere lep tha thei tur ang bera I tho theina tur poisa ringo tingai tua nang chu I hlok khop mai duangin I hlok nge yani amaro chu American mi puite ero chu anuna der thonga ida thungani he Boeing company hi company ro puit ani thina nang zona ni lo zongin iti kholo zo ta ni hi ti zongin asoi ni soida unol mai.
For your workers, they're in peril. For your whistleblowers, they literally fear for their lives, but you're getting compensated like never before. Don't you think maybe your priorities are misplaced here? I mean, don't you think maybe it's time to get back to focusing on making quality planes and paying your workers well and taking care of the little guys who got you to where you are? That's not a rhetorical question.
Senator, I don't recognize any of the Boeing you described.
Really?
And I want to assure...
You don't recognize the Boeing that has airplanes falling out of the sky, that has had 2 Maxes crash, that has had pieces of doors fall out of the sky, that have had whistleblowers come before. They've sat right where you have sat and told us, these are your employees who have told us that when these are the engineers, by the way. Are you an engineer?
I'm not, sir.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And they have said that they're not listened to, that they're retaliated against, that they're threatened. That's the reality of Boeing today. That's your company that you have created. Now, I don't recognize it either from the company it used to be decades ago, but under your leadership, that's what Boeing is, and you're being rewarded for it handsomely. Handsomely. Don't you think there's something wrong with that? Why haven't you resigned?
Senator, I stand by what I said, and I want to assure the great employees in your state that that is not the way we operate the company, and it never will be. And if you would like my chief engineer to talk about what he sees and
No,
hears,
I want to hear from you, because what I hear from you is a lot of this team does that and that team does that, and I listen to the whistleblowers, but I don't meet with them. And I've heard about all this stuff that you Congress have meddlesomely asked for because the public wants to see it. Gosh darn them, but you actually haven't supervised any of it. I've heard that. It's a lot of it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. But meanwhile, you're getting paid a heck of a lot of money. It's unbelievable. If anybody's coming out of this deal good, it's you. Why haven't you resigned?
Senator, I'm sticking this through. I'm proud of having taken the job. I'm proud of our
this
safety record, and I am
proud of this safety record
of our Boeing people.
You're proud of this safety record.
I am proud of every action we have taken.
Every action you've taken.
Yes, sir.
Senator hena dim vak lawa halung oi thak vak lo reng boka he thili kon lo she chen lo takin Boeing 737 Max accident pani ngot mai hun in car hlat lutuk lawa an chet sualna ania an karen kalvel malfunction an ti deuh maya fail tok lo le dik tok lo tam tak omani he thlawhna hian chumi chungchanga chuan chui chian na akala ti chuan an CEO tiang hian senator ten rorelna a inlan ti mai tiang chuan tiang hian in soifian a hunte zona le chana hunten manga senator hian heti khop hian iti chia i sum dona le nangma hlawngna tur ringa ti boi pe engwangin nge i ban lo engwanga in hnuk dok lo ngei ni tina zota amaro chu atang na khop mai an CEO hi engkim kan thil tia hian ka in chuang em vekani kan safety standard zong song te po ka chuang em ani tin senator hi chang ani tichuan David Calhoun hi ban nilovin August ni sari sa ni somni pali khan CEO ani na changin ai hnuk dok ta ni ale tikhan turlaya Boeing company tele thoda sang te har sadna to tun haya mi te kan en howa har sadna neu kan lo tok na sa hlom hle mai India rama kan tok na sa zuala khovel mun thana po har san neu an lo tok ve a amaro chu har sadna lian tham ani ve lem lawa mi tam takin he Air India thlona che sual wang hian an ril ruwa lo thona alian to chu chuan na sa takin a hruai koi ti a riat theya tin Boeing lampang chanchin ni kum lama an CEO senator te ma a inlan Homeland Security tele senator te ma a inlan chungchang te po kan han en thuaka notuma hian he thlawna chungchang hian han chhuianga khatiang ang chi kha an lama chon le mai ngem ti te po ngai tua tham fe ni eponi se tuntuma tan chuan kan du tok photanga he thlawna accident chungchang le poimo sang te kan hriat tur poimo te kan laron soile don nia